In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create an advanced auto filter and talk a little bit about the advantages of an advanced auto filter over a regular auto filter. First thing that we need to do is we're going to create a criteria range up above the list that we have, and we're going to create an extract range down below the list. The easiest way to do that is to just take and copy and paste the information. You need to pick up the fields. I wouldn't have to pick up the title up above, but I'm just going to grab that too. I hit the copy command. I'm going to go up to cell A1. I'm going to paste. I'm going to go down below the spreadsheet or the list. Just going to click on A24. I'm going to paste there also. You do want an exact match of the fields, because when you do the filter, it's going to compare these fields with the list fields and the fields in the extract down below. So just to make sure everything's exactly the same, and just for efficiency, the best thing is to just copy and paste the information. I'm going to hit the escape key to get rid of the scrolling marquee that we've got going up on there. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come up into my heading, and I'm going to delete that particular heading. I'm just going to name this criteria range. And this isn't necessary, but for labeling things, some people like to have that. Down below, I'm going to name this, or I'm going to give it a title, extract range. The next step in the process is we want to go up to the criteria range, and we're going to name that range so that when we use the advanced filter, it will find those particular fields. So when you're naming the criteria range, you will select the fields and one row down below to name the range. I'm going to go to the name box and type the word criteria, and that range will be named. I also want to name the extract range. When you name the extract, you will just highlight the fields. You do not need to pick up any information down below, and you do not want to pick up the name or the title up above it. It's just the fields. I'm going to type extract in the name box, extract, hit enter, and I can go back and check. Here's my criteria range is named. Here's my extract range is named. The next thing that we're going to do, I'm going to go to the data ribbon, and that's where you'll see your advanced filter. Now, prior to using it, you've set up the criteria range. This basically replaces using the auto filter. Some people that do lots of queries or extracts in a list find this to be a little bit more efficient, a little bit faster method. It's a little slow, you got to get it all set up, but once you've got it set up and functioning properly, then it can be quicker to pull your information out. So let's say I wanted to do an extract. I just want to see the records that are for my outside sales. I'm going to go up and I'm going to type my criteria in the criteria range. Best thing to do when you're going to start your advanced filter is to click in the list that you want to filter. I'm going to go to advanced, and a dialog box pops up. You can filter the list in place, which technically is what we do when we use the auto filter. So since we went to the work of setting up the extract range, let's use the copy to another location command. It's really important when you use this for the first time that you check the ranges to make sure they are correct. When I click in the list range, notice it's picking up the whole list. I need it to get the fields. I want it to get all the records in the list. I do not want it to include the title at the top, so just the fields. When I go to the criteria range, I look at the range there. Again, you should check it to be sure. A2 to J3 is what displays there. So that is correct. That's what I had for my named range there also. And then the copy to that range, is that correct? Is that what I named the extract? And that finds that okay. find once in a while that it will not find the named ranges that we set up. So it's important that you check it the first time. Once you get everything set correctly, and this one, it came up like it should, sometimes it doesn't, then once you get it set the correct way, it will always default back and you don't have to check it over and over again. So I'm ready to do the extract. I'm going to go ahead and do OK. And you'll notice that up above I've got the criteria. Down below it extracted all of the records that met the criteria that I put in, that criteria being outside. I could go on then, I could go back up, hit delete. Maybe I want to look at my full-time sales people who have experience of more than 5 years. So I could go greater than. Now if I want to include 5 years, I would go greater than or equal to 5. I'll go back down, best to start by clicking somewhere in your list. I'm going to do an advanced filter. Unfortunately, it doesn't default back that I want to copy to my extract range, so each time you're going to have to click on that. But the rest of the information should be there like it was before. I'm going to go ahead and do OK. I'm going to go look at my extract range, or the filter of what it filtered out. It found all the full-time people that had at least 5 years of experience or more. So I had basically 2 criteria. It had to meet both of those criteria for the records to display. So easy to, once you get things set up, to use the criteria range, change it very quickly, and then you can go down or walk through the process of doing the advanced filter to filter out the specific records that you are looking for. Again, filter is a word that's used, extract is used, or query. They basically all mean the same thing. And when you're doing your own, you know what type of a query or filter you'd want to set up.